there. Now, hacking, it's bad, right? Well, not necessarily. Many of the big tech companies rely on legal, responsible hackers to find bugs in their systems before they can be exploited for more nefarious interests. And they shell out millions for successful hacks. I'm joined now by David Warburton, who's a senior engineer at the cybersecurity firm F5 Networks. David, I see it as paying somebody, in effect, to come and burgle your house to show you how your house is susceptible to being burgled, basically. Is that basically what happened?
Pretty much spot on, yeah, absolutely. And if we've seen videos on YouTube and the internet, we can see how easy it is to break into houses despite the kind of security, and that's the same for business. A lot of people get big, expensive security products, and actually if they're not deployed correctly, there might be things that are overlooked. It's very easy to bypass them. But
this has been happening for a while, and I know hackers are used by governments and by businesses. What's changed in the last few years to make it more prevalent?
Yeah, I think part of it is just the increasing complexity of the systems we use. We're living in an ever-increasing interconnected world. We have more and more applications and data that's being shared across organisations. And part of it is regulations such as the GDPR, the General Data Protection Regulations. There's more onus and more oversight from the EU and UK in terms of companies getting it right and protecting their customers.
But how much of a thin line is there between getting people to help you in terms of weaknesses and revealing those weaknesses to other malicious hackers out there?
I think it's very important actually to have an open conversation with security researchers and ethical hackers, because I think despite very, very strong internal security teams testing your own products and services, you can't spot everything. So it's important to have that end user engagement. And if you're not engaging with those security researchers, there is that grey area where they may actually go to grey markets and sell vulnerabilities for actually potentially more money.
And who are these hackers? Are they like the pimply little teenagers sitting in their parents' houses?
I think that's absolutely the kind of perception, and I'm sure there are some of them
making millions while we all slog it off.
They are making a lot of money and buying houses and buying nice things.
Are they really? Are they making that much money?
You can make some good money, but for the most part, they're full-time jobs employed within companies to test their own products and services. Companies like myself, for example, will work across a range of different companies and look generically across those and then help those ethical hackers within organisations augment their own practices.
And is it an international thing, a global thing? I mean, do you work with global companies, or is it very much UK, Europe based?
No, it's absolutely global, because you can never tell where attacks are going to come from, and they can and do happen and occur from all over the world.
Okay, David Warburton, so good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. Let's go back to